No, I'm telling you, this series is good. I'm sorry, I just can't get over the mouths. What do I always say? Animation comes second to the story. I know. Just, would it kill them to have some movement? For God's sakes, Drax looks like Scar from the Lion King remake. So despite the slightly unpolished animation, Marvel's new Disney Plus series is shaping up to be one of the best things on the platform. Its stories are rich, and the concepts for episodes are really something unique to all of television. These last 2 weeks gave us some really interesting episodes with some great payoff. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Before we start, I just wanted to say that the full version of Peach's outfit in this video is on my Instagram. I know you're tired of me saying it, but if you do want to support this channel and see some not safe for YouTube art, then check it out. Okay, on with the review. Episode 3, titled What If the World Lost Its Mightiest Heroes, starts off with an interesting deviation from what we've been doing so far. This episode moves along with changes of the day, as a mysterious serial killer starts murdering Avengers, and I gotta give the episode credit for not being predictable. Usually these mysterious killer plots are easily predictable, but not this one. Spoiler alert, it's Hank Pym. After losing hope, an Avenger in this timeline, Hank goes on a killing spree. This episode isn't afraid to get dark with its story. It's a really cool premise, Pym tech being used for murder, cold-blooded murder. It really shows how OP the Ant-Man corner of the MCU is. Shrinking technology is low-key way too powerful, and it's used to the extreme here. Something about these last 2 episodes, I can't quite define what it is, but they just feel classic to me, you know? Like the writers are absolutely nailing the new dialogue. These alternate stories are fitting right into the movie they're branching off of. This one takes place during Fury's big week, and it really does feel like I'm watching Iron Man 2 all over again. By the way, did you ever want to see Hulk pop like a balloon? Never in your life? Too bad. Oh my god, that's awful. Seriously, what a gross way to die. Ugh. But it's also awesome. Major points for not pandering to the kiddies with this episode. It's getting a B tier, the only reason being I have to put the next episode above this one. The Doctor Strange episode. It's so freaking good. You're getting a little ahead of yourself again. Okay. I just want to say that I love the Doctor Strange part of the MCU. I was never a Harry Potter fan. What does that have to do with this? But this world of wizardry is just so fun. I think it's due in part to Strange's liberal use of spells. It was always like this, even in the original Doctor Strange movie. That man didn't give a fuck. The actual movie isn't afraid to get crazy, and this episode is no different. Stephen Strange, instead of breaking his hands, loses Christine in that car crash. And that's an interesting premise on its own. But then we get to flash forward a bit to where he's entered the mystic arts. Using the Eye of Agamotto to go back in time is also a cool enough premise, but this episode just keeps pushing the boundary further and further, because Strange can't save her, because it would create a paradox. Okay, stop. A paradox? What? Okay. Creating a paradox is a seriously creative thing for any episode of any show to do. They did it in Portal 2, and it was awesome. It's not easy to write one, and this episode automatically gets bonus points for doing it. It turns out that the Strange we've been following all this time is actually Evil Strange, the one we saw in the trailer. So not only is this particular episode playing with time, but it also switched out the protagonist for the antagonist? That's freaking cool! The story here is basically non-linear at this point, and that's why it's probably my favorite episode of the season so far. So that's the plot, but how about those implications of the ending? I mean, the Watcher revealed himself in the end. And Strange even said that he knew someone was there too. You know, I wonder if this means that our Doctor Strange also knew that someone was watching. Who knows? But it might be because Strange absorbed a lot of power though. Because again, this isn't happening in our MCU timeline, it's different. And he destroyed his own universe. I mean, they really went there. I really didn't think they'd go with a sad ending here, but they did it. This episode is great. It really explores Doctor Strange and his character flaws. This one obviously gets an A tier. You know, I love new rock stars, and I watched their episode. They also said it was the best of the season so far, and I have to agree. It's phenomenal. So, these 2 episodes of What If were great. Episode 3 was dark, and Episode 4 was surprising and plot-heavy. This series is great, guys, and I hope it continues to get buzz online. It deserves it. But seriously, God, what's happening with the mouths? I mean, is that just like a rushed production thing? That's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, it's just kind of a meme at this point, but come on. There was a moment in the Doctor Strange episode where the Ancient One was talking. Holy shit, brother. If there's a season 2, please, God, fix that. Thank you. Still really good, though. Story comes first, animation is second. I can't drive that point home hard enough. Okay, that's all for this video. Comment below what kind of outfits my avatars should wear next. Also, check out my Instagram for the full body sketch of Peach's outfit. I've got a lot more drawings coming down the line. I think you guys are really gonna like them. I'm actually working on one right now that might be the penultimate drawing I've been working up to. If it is, then it would be over a year in the making. I really want you guys to check that out if you have an interest. Follow me over there for more fashion drawings. Subscribe to this channel for more What If reviews in the future, and the review of the Rick and Morty season finale on its way. I believe that's this Sunday the 5th, so you can probably expect that video a few days after that. It's Labor Day, taking a little break from videos, but you can still look forward to the Rick and Morty video. It is coming.